and it just makes it really easy to navigate and see what you want. Like a wheel bearing, for instance, for a Corvair that I have. Rock Auto's catalog made it really easy to find that specific one that I was looking for.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios.
This hour of The Shaun Thompson Show is sponsored exclusively by DonleyAuctions.com. Old phonographs or music boxes? We are the experts. Consign yours. DonleyAuctions.com.
AM 560, The Answer.
Oh, beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife.
Ray had a good time, didn't he? How many times was Ray married? Ray loved the women. I'll bet you, even blind, he never had a woman or a wife as ugly as Michelle Obama. You want to touch that with a 10-foot pole? Never. You know what the trick was with Ray? He'd feel her wrist. If it was dainty, figured she was lovely. Grab a hold of that hoof Michelle Obama's got. That ain't pretty. Exactly. Whew. Trey, Atlanta, Georgia.
Hey, what's going on, Shaun?
How are you, handsome?
I'm doing good.
Good.
So I originally want to talk about like how, because you were talking about 4th of July earlier and all that, and I want to talk about how that's racist. But like, why are you saying some racist stuff about Michelle Obama like that?
Because she's as ugly as a dog's ass. How is the 4th of July racist?
All right, so let me go down to the history.
Which history?
We were slaves.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Slaves your ass. Did you ever work a day in your life?
Come on.
Slaves your ass. Did you ever work a day in your life? You ever hear a Jew complain about slavery?
Yeah, I got a job.
A Jew did 4,000 years. Get the hell out of here, you bum. You frickin' more. Shut the fuck up, you absolute idiot. I mean, shut your mouth. So sick of that bullshit. The first female millionaire was a freed slave. You want to talk about slavery? You want to talk about slavery? I'll talk about slavery.
Muslims to this day are enslaving black people in Africa. It was Muslims are the reason why we blacks are here in America today. Not because of what Christians, white people did to us.
Weren't those slave traders white men from Europe?
No, they were Muslims.
Arab slave
blacks
traders.
And Muslims. The slave trade was going on long before white people, Christians or Jews even showed up. In fact, from 700 AD, from what I can research, go Google stuff up. 18 million blacks were taken out of Africa into the eastern parts of Arabia and the east and so forth.
Do me a favor. Don't celebrate it in Atlanta, Georgia. Don't celebrate it. You know where you should celebrate? Celebrate Africa. 54 countries. Every one of them today has slavery.
It was the host of the summit, the president of the Ivory Coast, who set the tone. Alassane Ouattara said it was totally unacceptable that in this day and age, refugees were being traded as slaves in Libya.
This disgraceful drama reminds us the darkest hours of humanity. I call on our collective sense of responsibility to take urgent action.
Many refugees in Libya are in detention centres where conditions are appalling.
You upset about Libya? You upset about the Congo? Right now, every country in Africa has slavery. The entire Middle East, slavery. You're talking about America? It's the only place you could live for free. Live as a free man. Look at what all of your people have done. If you took American blacks and added them up as a country, they would be the 4th richest. Slavery. You know which black people complain about slavery? The ones that don't work. The ones that cannot achieve life and have no dignity. The ones who are Democrats. Those are the ones who talk about slavery. Do me a favor, screen the line. See if there's a Jewish fellow out there that wants to complain about his ancestors being slaves for 4,000 years. I don't think you can see one, huh? Figures.
18 million, whereas the whites and Christians bought about 13 million from the black and Muslim slave traders in the continent, the West African slave trade. But you never hear about that. You never hear.
Hey, Squirrel, what's the under-over? How many blacks will shoot blacks in Chicago this weekend. Now, let's not count what do we have, 7? What's the under-over for the weekend? It's that blue-eyed white Devils fault. Put me down for 56. I think 56.
That part. All you hear is what white Christians and Jews did. The fault of white Christians and Jews is that they disobeyed the Torah. And for the love of money to make profit, they abandoned what they had forsaken in Europe and took on the curse of Africa by buying slaves. But they did not capture it. In fact, Henry Louis Gates has a new book. And apparently he is saying, something I've been saying, that over 90% of the slave trade in West Africa was black people and Muslims.
What? Boy, that doesn't fit the whole 4th of July things, huh? Especially when you look at the Declaration of Independence, which set in tone the trajectory for what is happening right now today, where every American is free, except if you live under a Democrat, socialist, communist scumbag. Then you're not free. Oh, no. Then you're the slave. And you're the slave in an array of different examples. The simplest one.
And to every business owner, please set your thermostats to 78 degrees to alleviate the stress on our power grid.
That's a punk that never had a job, ever. Lived with his mother and father a year ago. He got elected with the support of simpletons like Trey, intellectual midgets and dwarfs who don't want to pay. And they like when they tell businessmen, lower your thermostat, pay my insurance, pay my rent, lower it. But the reality is of why you should celebrate this is because the men and women who make the world go around, they're running from these scumbags.
Zohran Mamdani was angered after Blackstone sold off 1,000 New York City apartments and shifted billions of dollars into properties in Texas, Florida, and other Republican states. This happened after Mamdani launched the most aggressive taxing proposals, taxing the rich, corporations, second homes, and inheritance tax, etc. Blackstone
What do welfare roaches pay in tax? What do they pay? How many welfare roaches have Louis Vuitton bags? And cars that cost more than $50,000. What do they pay? What good are they?
The portfolio around 2015 for about $690 million. It then sold a 51% stake for $142.5 million.
That's a financial ass kicking. But nothing compared to Sergey Brin, who sold 5,900 apartments in Manhattan for 6 cents on the dollar he paid 10 years ago. Don't inflationally adjust the money and add up the taxes and maintenance. You'll realize the kind of money he lost just to get the hell away from these communists known as American Democrats. 312-642-5600.
What if everything you've been told about government, healthcare, poverty, energy, and even science is a carefully constructed lie? In Shaun Thompson's new book, What If It's All a Lie? Shaun Thompson dismantles the myths at the core of modern America. This is the book the ruling class doesn't want you to read. And once you do, you won't see the world the same way again. Order your copy today at ShaunThompsonShow.com/book.
Hi, it's Amy Jacobson, and last year I hired Level 10 Coatings to give my garage floor a total makeover, and I am loving it. It still looks great, shiny and clean. Level 10 Coatings. Now, you've got to call these guys if your garage floor is cracked, stained, still covered in salt. Don't live like that. Get it done now so you can enjoy it this summer. Level 10 Coatings. They're fast, reliable, and highly professional. Guess what? I went to work. When I came home, it was done. A shiny, new, gleaming garage floor. A quick, easy fix, and it's guaranteed never to chip or peel. Why? It's not an epoxy job. It's better. Level 10 uses polyurea, which is much better than epoxy. So schedule your free quote today and mention me, Amy, to receive $500 off. Visit level10coatings.com. That's level, the number 10, coatings.com, or call 855-510-2628. Staff are local and ready to answer questions. Level 10 Coatings, your premier concrete coating experts.
Mike Lindell and the MyPillow employees want to thank you for your great support this past year. They want to make 2026 the best year ever. So to thank you, they are giving you free shipping on your entire order and wholesale pricing. So they are bringing back the mega sale. For example, the classic MyPillows, regularly $49.98, now only $14.98. Turn any mattress into the best mattress ever with the made in the USA MyPillow My Mattress Topper and save up to $100. Get a set of MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets for as low as $29.98 or the 6-pack towel set for only $34.98. To get the best specials ever, go to MyPillow.com and use promo code LIBERTY or call